English cycle. Just let me check.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
just
so
found it.
yeah.
That's
So
good.
when
All right, nice.
yeah,
Okay.
when was the most nervous time in your life and why? The topic.
Mm. I've been feeling nervous many times in my life, but most of them were related to working, uh, starting a new work.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I had to go to the administration, to the office, to get this job opportunity. But in the
Mm-hmm.
afternoon before, I had a lot of problems. My car broke, my motorcycle broke. I needed some documents and etc. And I felt so nervous. I was about to crash out, and I just came here to talk to people. I take a breath, and I came here to talk with people. And fortunately, I found good people here, and we talk about like different topics of life. It was completely different from my problem, and my mind just settled down, and I could see it clear and managed to find a solution for the problem. And in the next morning, I just went to the office and got that job. But I would say that was the moment when I felt more nervous in my life ever.
I see. I see. I think we all get nervous when we try something out of the box.
Of course,
I
it
remember
makes
I
sense.
went for an interview. It was a
Uh-huh.
multinational company. I didn't know English back then. I did not have the confidence. I went for the interview. Although I had already read all the questions that the interviewer is gonna ask you in the interview, I had already prepared all the answers. Still, when I appeared for the interview, I knew some of them, the questions that the interviewer asked, but when it came to the details, when she asked about the details, I didn't know how to explain her the details. So I was pretty nervous. She could see my face. She gave me the time to walk out of the room and have some water, then come back again, but I couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
I was so
I get
nervous.
it.
That was my first interview, and I did not know how to speak my mind in English. Language barrier was there, so I couldn't
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it.
Yeah, the pressure
The
makes me
pressure,
stuck.
yeah.
Yeah. So this job I mentioned, this job opportunity, we have to take interviews here. It's in Portuguese, of course, but it's
Ah,
really stressful. It's really stressful. And I had situations like this. I had interviewer, I would say, that she made me feel really nervous, and she made
ah,
everything harder to me. But in other situation, other opportunity, I had that interviewer that she did exactly the opposite. When I first came in the room, he greeted me, he received me uh, politely, and I had a seat. We had a short conversation, just to settle down and to breathe a little bit, and then we proceed to the interview itself. And he helped me to perform the best I could because he saw that I was really nervous because the job was really important to me and for everyone that were there. And it's really interesting because thinking about it, doing this in a foreign language, because even in my native language, it's really stressful to me. Job interviews are like my worst nightmare. I do it every single year, but it's terrible all the time. I can't imagine how does it feel to take an interview, a job interview in a foreign language, because interviews makes me nervous. I'm feeling nervous right now because we're having this short interview here. But it's really nice seeing that people from different places in the world experience almost like the same feelings. Doesn't matter where we are from.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. And yeah, the job of the HR is, HR should be polite. She should be nice. She should be kind. She should help the candidate to get the job. Instead of making him or her
Hmm.
nervous, she should help the candidate. It's her job.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course, of course. So if the candidate is there, she or he have surely waited for a long time for its time to go being interviewed. So the person is already nervous. Everyone knows that. So why not be a little bit kind? Just be polite and just give it a time to breathe, to have a glass of water, and to just settle down before starting, so that people can perform the best they can.
Yeah, yeah,
It's,
that's true.
it's
That's true.
really
I
important for
couldn't
me.
agree more. Bye. It
Yeah,
was
yeah. It
nice
was nice
talking to
talking
you.
to you.
Have a good day.
Bye bye. You too.
Yeah. So tell me about a thing that you learned from your grandmother in your life.
I see. What I learned from my grandmother in my life, my grandmother is having kind of a lot of child, and I think it's not very easy to be a parent. In I think in the situations or in kind of in the past, but I think with kind of those conditions, I think with kind of the things that we don't have any privilege at all, she can kind of embrace that challenge, and she can kind of grow their son and a daughter to be a good persons. And yeah, especially for me as a grandchildren, really admire my grandmother about that. So I think it's kind of the spirits that you never stops or anything else, and the spirits of being a parents or good parents. Well, I'm not married right now, and I
I
don't
see.
have any wife or any child or anything else. But I see any of the circle is as my superhero, my superhero. I think so. Yeah, that's why I learned a lot from my grandmother.
I see. I see. All right. So I lost my grandmother during COVID period, and she was very old. I remember I used to see her like making hand fans. There were fans used by people in India in the older times. So she knew how to make those fans with hands, and she was very quick, she was very fast. What she used to do, she used to incorporate different colors in it, pink, green, and brown, and she used to make a flower in between with her hands, and she was so quick. I remember she used to make, I think, maybe 500 or something within a week, I think, and or maybe in just 3 or 4 days I would watch her making those fans, hand fans, and it was amazing. And
Yes.
she used to sell those in the market, and whatever money
Yes.
she would earn selling those hand fans, she would buy us something, maybe some fruits or maybe momos, and she would always ask me to have some with her. And I remember I used to say, no, no, I don't want to have this momos with you. It is your hard earned money. You should eat this. Eat this. So she would always tell me, like, please come, please have half of them. And I remember those memories with her. And what I have learned from her is like working hard for your family, learning new things, never give up, never say no to anything, to any challenge, face every challenge with confidence. And you should not become dependent on others, rather you should live your life independently. I remember she was very old, still she never asked help from anyone. She did everything on her own. She used to do everything on her own, and she was working as well. Whatever skill she used to have, she used to make use of that skill in making those hand fans and used to sell those fans for making some money for her. So yes, it was very interesting story of my grandmother. Yeah, we lost her and she was paralyzed. She was bedridden for 4.5 years before she died. So I and my mother, we both used to take care of her. We used to bathe her. We used to wash her clothes. I used to feed her every bite in her mouth like a child because half of her body stopped working. Her one hand was not working, her one leg was not working, half of her mouth was not working. So I
I see.
used to feed her food in her mouth. I used to take care of her. My mother used to cook food and I used to feed her. This is how we spent 4.5 years with her. The last 4.5 years with her, and I remember one good thing about her was, like, whenever we cook food, she would always make sure that everyone has eaten in the family.
Yes, yes,
Always. She was loving, she was caring, so she wanted every grandchild, her son, her daughter to eat first.
yes.
So those were the best parts of her. Yes, she was very she used to get angry sometimes, which
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think every old person gets.
yeah. Oh my God, so spectacular, right? So, I think every grandmother have a big spirit and a big heart. I think to
Yeah,
share, to kind of
yeah,
to prioritize their kind of a child, their
yeah.
grandson, and
The time
yes,
is up. It
everything.
was nice talking to you.